with us online, going to get your equipment ready. We're about ready to get started with class. On the right setting. All right, welcome back to Pump. Glad you all could be here on a rainy day. I don't have to worry. We're just talking about Australia. Don't have to worry about this class not being here on a rainy day. Usually, whenever it rains or it snows, the gym is just empty all day. Nobody comes. If that's you at home, that's okay. I'm not shaming you. You can always go home. Welcome to Pump. This is your first time here. A little bit about the class. If you're in person, always have the equipment and the movements that you need on the board for the day. If you're online, it's going to be in the description below the class you're watching right now, so check that out. As far as the format of this class, we'll start with a warm-up. It's about 6 minutes long, and then we'll go into the workout routine, which the workout routine is 4 rounds. Each round consists of 2 movements that we'll superset 4 times. Okay, kind of what that means. Round 1, we'll do movement 1 for 30 seconds, right into movement 2 for 30 seconds. That's a set, and basically we'll repeat that 4 times without rest. Once we get through all 4, you'll get a 1-minute rest. We'll move on to round 2. We'll have a 6-10-minute cool down stretch routine at the end, and then you can take off. So, movements today. First movement we got is going to use the step. And so this one is a superset. If you don't have a set or a step at home, that's okay. You can totally do it without a step. Just do it forward and back. So we're doing squat jumps. So we're basically squatting, jumping up onto the step into another squat jump, jumping down into a squat landing, okay? And then that's going to be supersetted with a push-up. So you can drop down, you can do a push-up on the step with your hands on the step, or you can switch around, feet on the step, hands on the ground, okay? Up to you. The superset ratio for you is totally up to you. So if you want more leg work, less upper body work, you can do 5 to 1. With the superset ratio, just keeping them all 5 or under, okay? So you could do 2 and 3, 4 and 1, 5 and however you want to do that for each of those, okay? So you get to kind of choose that superset, that ratio. Next one we got is right into toe tap. So basically you're just doing quick alternating taps of the toe on the step, okay? If you want to get a little bit more coordination control with that, you can go side to side, like slowly moving your way across. I would do it, but we're talking about my weak ankles. I got to warm up first. But basically doing quick step transitions, just tapping that step. Like I said, if you're at home, that's totally fine. You could even throw a book out there or a weight or anything you wanted, or just use the ground. Next one we got, alternating switch jumps. So for this one, we're going to be up on our step. If you have the step, you have a little red line. That can be a good guiding post, trying to stay in that red line whenever you're on the step. I'm starting with my left foot forward. So when I jump down, you're going to jump, land, and then jump right back up, trying to switch. So now my right foot's in front. So you're always alternating which foot is in front on each step, okay? As you warmed up, you can try to make that explosion off the ground a lot quicker. So maybe instead of being on the ground for a whole second, you're on the ground for a half a second or a quarter second. Get a little bit more explosive with that jump if that feels okay. And if it's hard and it's explosive, no worries. You can keep a little bit more time down on the ground. Next movement we got is going to be alternating plank lifts. So this one we're going to be down in a plank. We're going to step in with the foot, okay? Weight even on that foot. That glute is loaded. And we're going to go into a lift. Lunge lift right back down into that plank. Step back, alternating foot comes up. Same movement on the alternate side, okay? Just moving through those 2 different sides of lunges with that lift. At home, you can use a couch, chair, anything you want that can kind of replicate that. Next one we got, dumbbell row into dumbbell squat. So dumbbell row, we're here, remember? You can do high or low rows, it's up to you. And then the ratio is also going to be up to you. Come back up, bring the dumbbells up, and then you're moving into a dumbbell squat, okay? With that, same thing. Try and keep those ratios at 5 or less. So dumbbell row, you could do anywhere from 1 to 5 reps, and then you're going to superset it right into dumbbell squat, anywhere from 1 to 5 reps. You choose that ratio, keep it there, okay? Next one we have is going to be good mornings into bicep curls with an optional press. So good mornings, you can do no weight or weighted. If you don't have weight and you want to make it more difficult, hands stay overhead, shoulder blades back and down, and you'll keep that position as you hinge forward, okay, and back up. If you have a weight, you can use a large single weight, just kind of holding it here, or you can hold 2 separate weights where you're doing that same movement, okay? the good morning, that hip hinge. Be sure to stay braced, keep those glutes on, keep those shoulder blades back and down and strong through that movement. And then when you come back up, you're going into a bicep curl. So if you have a large single weight, you can just do a bicep curl holding on to that weight from each end, or if you have two, normal bicep curl. And then an optional overhead press, okay? It's up to you with this one as well. If you want it, you can do 1-to-1, anything 5 or below for your ratios, okay? Depends on what you more want to focus on today. Last one we got is going to be controlled rolls. Have we done that in this session? We have? Okay, great. I'll do one real quick. In case you're online, you haven't seen it. So controlled rolls, you're going to be down on the ground. Low back's pulled in, shoulder blades back down, that chest is going to stay up. And basically you're going to try to do a smooth roll up onto your back and shoulders, and then control a back up into that same position, okay? If you want to make it more difficult, try not to let the feet touch the ground at any point within that roll. Really be sure to stay braced, keep that core strong. And with that, if you want, you can add that additional level 2, where when you roll forward, you can use your hands if you want, you can push up and go up into a jump squat, and then back down, transition it into another controlled roll. Next one we got is a superset. So high knees supersetted into burpees, okay? So this one, we're doing 10 high knees into 2 or 3 burpees. You can kind of choose. You can save one or have one more. I'm so generous. So 10 high knees into 2 or 3 burpees, okay? And we're just supersetting that back and forth, back and forth. Any questions? Why? Because you want to be healthy, long-term health. I'm going to survive forever. I'm never going to die. None of us. Any other questions? I thought for sure you were going to be like, but seriously, why? All right, let's get started. All right, starting with those jumping jacks. Remember to keep that core strong. Stay braced. Only starting about 40, 50%. Don't overly need to push it yet. If you want to lower that impact, you can be right here. Air squats. Pushing those hips back and down, knees in line with those toes. Nice job. Be sure to keep those glutes on. Don't let those glutes shut off at any point in that squat. Weight even on the feet. Heel to toes, left to right. We want to make sure we're not shifting all of our weight onto one leg. Marches. Drive those knees up. Remember to keep that core engaged on that knee drive. Lunges alternating. Weight on that front leg is even on that foot. Knee stays in line with that toe. Keep that glute on. Stay braced. Stay in control of that movement. Through any movement, always think, what muscle am I trying to work? And ask yourself if you're feeling it there. Arm circles. Now for this one, keep that chest squared. We don't want to be rotating the torso. Reverse. Inchworms into those push-ups. Don't bend that low back. Bend at the knees. Jumping jacks, round 2. Starting to pick up that tempo a little bit. Move a little bit quicker. Keep that bracing. Air squats. We're picking up that tempo, but we're still controlling the movement. Glutes stay on. Weight even on the feet. Even from left to right leg. Don't bounce at the bottom. And keep that bracing. Pelvic floor up and in. Core strong around that lift. Shoulder blades back and down. Marches. Lunges alternating. You can add that little bit of thoracic rotation. If you are, you're twisting towards the knee. That's in front. Still keeping that quality. Weights even on that front leg. Arm circles. 4-inch motion. Reverse. Opposite direction. Inchworms into those push-ups. Don't bend the low back. Bend at those knees to walk out. Go ahead and take a break. Woo. One thing I forgot to say. I tweaked my back a little bit this weekend, so if I stop doing any movements or do something different, just keep doing the regular movements. That's just why if I switch it up on you. You may want the fan on. Wouldn't say no, got it. Want to at you or up? Is that okay? All right. Starting with that squat jump. Superset it with a push-up. And movement 2 are those toe taps to get your step set up. All right, in 5, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good job. Stay soft on those knees. Toe taps. Those quick steps. Squat jumps to push-up. Super positive. Good job. Keep that quality. As you get tired, toe taps. You got it. Find your tempo. Squat jumps. Ooh. Toe taps. Ooh. Stay with it, stay with it. Squat jumps. Last one. Supersetted those push-ups. Nice job, y'all. Let's go, let's go. Last set. Toe taps. Find your tempo. Doesn't matter how quick. Just keep it. Take a break. Ooh. Nice job, y'all. Keep a little movement. This is toughie. We got a bit of cardio today. Huh? Oh, yeah. We haven't had that class in a minute. That's a toughie. "20 seconds. Alternating switch jumps. Now, if you're at home, you don't have a step, that's fine. Just do it on the flat ground. 5, 3, 2, 1. Let's go. Alternating which foot's in front every time. Nice. If you ever have any pain, knee, ankle, slow it down. Land soft, and then come up. Don't make it as explosive. Nice job. Alternating plank lifts. So we're down in that plank, stepping in, full lunge lift. Back down into that plank. Nice job. It's up to you. If it's comfortable, you can bend it. If you want a little bit more of a deep stretch with it, try to keep it straight. Switch jumps. Or back up. Always feel free to take some risers out. Woo. Let's go. Find your tempo. Other one. Camera. Plank lifts. Slow, controlled. These aren't meant to be fast. Stance jumps. Or switch jumps. Whatever they're called. Plank. Thanks. Let's go. Switch jumps. Last ones, y'all. Find your tempo. Remember, it doesn't matter how fast. Switch. Plank, lift. Last one, come on. We got this. Keep that glute on. Take a break. 1 minute. Keep that little movement. Oh. Facing off our mortal enemy today. Cardio. All right. Dumbbell rows. Superset with that dumbbell squat. That ratio's up to you. The second movement, good morning to bicep curl with that optional shoulder press. 3, 2, 1. Good mornings. The optional bicep curl, or with bicep curl, optional. If you're doing a bicep curl, feel free to do that alternating one. If you don't want weight, you can be right here. Hit your 3, opposite 3. Row to squat. Good mornings. Bicep curl. Scapula back and down. Row to that squat. Nice job, yos. Good mornings. Load those glutes. Stay braced. Don't round that low back. Row to squat. Last set, y'all, come on. All right, stay with it, stay with it. Good mornings. That bicep curl. Constant tension through the glutes. Keep that brace. Good job. Stay with. Take a break. All right, controlled rolls in those high knees with burpee. You know, you can do whatever ratio you want for those. You don't have to do the 10 and 2 or 3. All right, in 3, 2, 1, let's go. Your version of controlled rolls. Rolling on the back, trying to make it as smooth of a roll as possible. Keep that chin tucked so you don't hit your head on the ground. You can do the optional level 2. Yeah. Nice job. Be sure to stay braced. High knees, bicep curls. Or no, bicep curls. Burpees. You would like bicep curls. controlled rolls. Be sure to keep the weight even when you roll. Don't lean to your right every time or your left. Stay braced. Nice job. As you get tired, if you need, you can grab onto those legs. High knees to burpees. Controlled rolls. If you're using your hands to help yourself get up for level 2, make sure you're switching which hands you're using. Stay braced. Pelvic floor up and in. High knees to burpees. Find your tempo, whatever that is. Rolls. We got it, y'all. Last one. Last set. Core is on fire. High knees. Let's go, y'all. Last set. Last move. Let's go. Last set, best set, right? Find your own tempo here. Take a break. Keep that little bit of movement. My peeps at home. Nice work. My peeps in here. Nice work today. What? Nice job, yos. Nice work. Nice job, me dudes. As you're starting to clean up, if you're noticing black streaks, marks on the ground from equipment, we'll help out facilities wipe those up and start to work on slowing that breathing down. Nice job today, y'all. Always feel free if you want to leave your mat out for the stretching at the end. Sometimes wiping feels so pointless if you're leaning over it while you're wiping and just dropping sweat the whole time. You gotta like, yeah, it's just funneling down. Whenever you're ready, start with those deeper breaths. Inhaling through the nose on the way up, exhaling out through the mouth on the way down. On that inhale through the nose, all the way up, trying to bring that breath all the way down into the belly as much as you can, as we're slowing that heart rate down. On that next exhale, or whenever you feel ready, you can pull that arm across. Remember, keep that shoulder blade backing down, stretching through that rear delt, back of the shoulder. Through all these stretches, keeping that slight braced posture, keeping those breaths, stretching a little further on each exhale. When you're ready, go and release, switch to the opposite side. You're ready, go and release. First arm behind. For that tricep stretch, you can bring that back hand in between the scapula. If you're ready, go and release and switch. When you're ready, go and release. Remember, bring those shoulder blades back, elbows back and in for that bicep stretch. We're hyperextending those elbows. Feel free to play with that movement. What you're looking for is that stretch right through that bicep. Once you find it, if you want more forearm stretch, you can pull those forearms back. When you're ready, go and release. Hands come behind, interlock fingers, shoulder blades back and down, chest up and open. We're gonna roll that head and neck. When you're ready, you can go and release. We're gonna bring the feet together. Go and step that right leg back behind a little bit. Weight's going onto that back leg. Pushing those hips back, dropping that chest in front. Keep that low back flat. You can check it in the mirror if you want. You're gonna be finding a hamstring stretch on that front leg. If you want a little bit more calf, go and bring that toe up. Help to increase that stretch. And go ahead and breathe. When you're ready, just go and slowly bring yourself back. Switching to that opposite side. Left foot's coming back, right foot's in front. Weight's mostly on that back leg. Push those hips back, drop that chest forward. Keeping those hips squared, we don't want to rotate them. Finding that stretch through that hamstring. If you want to get a little bit higher on the hamstring, you can bend that knee a little bit more. Drop that chest into it. You want more calf, bring that toe up. When you're ready, slowly release, bring yourself back up to center. We're gonna bring those feet together. Palms are gonna come in. We're gonna inhale up. On that exhale, we're gonna sink down into a low squat. And from here, we're gonna twist, bring that elbow onto the opposite leg. You can extend that arm, that arm if you want. Breathing into thoracic rotation right here. As you breathe and relax, you can open a little further. When you're ready, go and exhale that hand back in together. You can lift that knee. We're gonna slowly come to standing. We're gonna inhale up and in. On that exhale, coming back down in that same position. Twisting over to the opposite side. Again, feel free, you can open the arms here. As you're ready, slowly close those arms back together. Rotate back to center, come to standing. Inhale up and in. On that exhale, coming down into that full floor squat. Pushing those hips back and down. Working on getting the heels flat on the ground. Once you do, palms can come together, elbows to the inside knees, so you can open up those hips. When you're ready, go and drop it down onto the mat, hands, knees, and feet. Hips staying above those knees for that puppy pose, extending those arms out in front, dropping that chest down to the floor. If you want some more lat and tricep stretch, you can bring those hands up behind the head. Ready, you can slowly bring yourself up out of that stretch. We're gonna come into a seated position for the last stretch. This one's focusing on the hips. We're gonna start with the right leg, tucking it in underneath that left leg, pointing that knee directly out in front of you as much as you can. Bring that opposite ankle up and over the top of that leg. If you can't quite make it all the way, that's okay. You can keep it down in front. Trying to keep both of your glutes down as much as possible. Low back pulled in, sit up tall. Once you find that position, you can drop that chest forward, leaning into that stretch. This is gonna be your hips. Hips can tend to be the tightest. What? Yeah, we tend to have a lot of hip tightness. Whenever you're ready, slowly release. Take your time though. Sometimes if you move too quick out of that one, you can cramp. Go into that opposite side. Left foot comes underneath that right leg. Pointing that knee as much out in front as you can. Bring that opposite ankle over the top. It's always good to pay attention if one side is a lot tighter than the other, and let you know of some imbalances, maybe some flexibility, mobility in the hip. So yes and no, a little bit of both. But yeah, usually it's a little bit more focus of the one on the bottom. It's more in that press open. In your knee, oh, depends on your tightness, where your tightness is. Yeah, do it here and here. Yeah. Try lowering that knee, because you don't necessarily need to pull that knee up, so let it go down. I'm just resting my arm on my. Whenever you're ready, you can slowly release yourself out of that stretch. If you want to stay and continue to stretch, feel free, as the stretches are never exhaustive. We're running out of time, so we're going to close down with those last breaths. These last breaths is a thank you to yourself for showing up, coming in, doing the workout, giving your body a little bit of love today. Nice job, everybody. Great work. If you're with us online, thanks so much for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you just want notification icon when classes go live, so you don't have to search for it. Don't forget homework, good solid dinner, drink lots of water, and get at least 6 hours of sleep. If you've been consistent getting 6 and you struggle getting more, shoot for 6.5. By next class, we should have registration open for the next session. I'll send you all an email when that happens with the link to go ahead and register for the next session. But with that, thanks for being here. Have a nice night.